What if I told you that eating just one everyday food before 8 a.m. could actually delay muscle aging in your legs by as much as 10 years? Not a supplement, not a medication, just real food, something you might already have in your kitchen. After 60, your legs become more vulnerable to muscle loss. You start noticing small things: heavier steps, slower pace, cramps at night, or needing to push off with your hands just to stand up. Many people assume this is just aging, but the truth is it's often the first sign of declining muscle strength, a condition known as sarcopenia. It usually begins quietly without pain or warning, and if left unaddressed, it can slowly chip away at your independence. The good news? That decline can be slowed, even reversed, not through extreme workouts or expensive treatments, but by making a smarter choice at breakfast. According to a study from Tufts University, adults over 60 can regain up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 weeks, simply by changing what they eat for breakfast. Why does breakfast matter so much? Because after 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body wakes up in a catabolic state, which means it starts drawing energy from your own muscles. And the muscles in your legs are usually the first to suffer. But if you fuel your body with the right nutrients early in the day, you can preserve strength, improve balance, and protect your independence well into your 70s and beyond. In this video, we'll count down 5 science-backed breakfast foods that help preserve muscle strength in your legs after 60. We'll start with the ones that offer broad, everyday support and finish with the single most powerful food, the one that's been shown to make a real difference in stability, strength, and long-term mobility. At the end, I'll also share a secret food, one that's been used for generations to protect strength and mobility well into old age. And when eaten every morning, it might be one of the simplest, most overlooked ways to support your leg muscles. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I read every single one. And if this information feels helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss the next video that could truly support your health after 60. Let's start with number 5, cottage cheese, a quiet powerhouse for morning strength. Cottage cheese might seem like an ordinary food, the kind that's easy to overlook in the fridge. But for adults over 60, it quietly delivers powerful support for strength, balance, and daily movement. Its main advantage is casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually, keeping your muscles fed for hours. That becomes essential in the morning when your body hasn't received any nutrients all night and is beginning to pull energy from muscle tissue. A spoonful of cottage cheese can stop that breakdown in its tracks and give your body the support it needs to maintain what you've already built. What makes it even more valuable is its high leucine content, the amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. As we age, the body becomes less responsive to protein, and it takes more leucine to spark the same level of muscle repair. Cottage cheese delivers this in a form that's easy to absorb and easy to include in your routine. In fact, a study published in Nutrients found that older adults who added 30 to 40 grams of casein-rich protein to their breakfast retained significantly more muscle, especially when they included light daily activity like walking or climbing stairs. And while protein is the star here, cottage cheese brings more to the table. It also offers calcium for muscle contraction and bone strength, phosphorus to support movement, and vitamin B12 to keep nerves functioning properly, which directly affects your ability to stay balanced and steady on your feet. The best part? It's versatile. You can enjoy it with fruit and cinnamon for a sweet start to your day, or mix it with herbs and olive oil for something savory and satisfying. No prep, no hassle, just real food doing real work. If your goal is to move with ease and confidence as you age, cottage cheese isn't just a meal. It's a daily investment in the strength that carries you through life. Number 4, Greek yogurt, the quiet muscle builder. At first glance, Greek yogurt might seem like a humble breakfast choice, but for older adults looking to preserve strength and mobility, it quietly offers exactly what the body needs, when it needs it most. What sets Greek yogurt apart is its unique protein profile. It naturally contains both whey and casein, two forms of protein that digest at different speeds. Whey acts quickly, providing amino acids that the body can absorb right away. Casein moves more slowly, offering a steady release of nutrients over time. This combination helps muscles recover and rebuild more effectively, especially after a long night without food. A 2020 review published in Advances in Nutrition highlighted the importance of this exact pairing for older adults. The researchers found that consuming high-quality dairy proteins, particularly those that combine fast and slow digesting types, leads to better muscle protein synthesis in aging bodies. Even more, they emphasize the added benefit of consuming this kind of protein early in the day when the body is naturally breaking down muscle tissue to compensate for the overnight fast. A spoonful of Greek yogurt in the morning can make a measurable difference in how much strength the body holds on to. Beyond protein, Greek yogurt brings other quiet advantages. It's a reliable source of calcium, which supports muscle contraction and keeps nerves functioning properly. Two things that matter deeply for balance and coordination. For seniors, this can mean fewer slips, steadier steps, and more confidence with every move. Greek yogurt also happens to be one of the simplest foods to keep on hand. No prep, no planning, just a spoon and a moment of care. You can enjoy it as is, or stir in a few berries for their antioxidant benefits, or chia seeds for a subtle boost in omega-3s and magnesium. And perhaps the most important part, it's sustainable. Not in the environmental sense, but in the personal one. It's something you can do daily, without hassle or effort, and know that your muscles are quietly getting the support they need. Not all at once, but gradually, day after day. And while Greek yogurt lays the foundation with high-quality protein, the next food adds something just as important: fuel. Because without the right kind of energy, your muscles can't function, grow, or even recover properly. Number 3, sweet potatoes. The complex carb that strengthens aging muscles. Sweet potatoes aren't just a comfort food. They're one of the most muscle-friendly carbs a senior can eat. Why? Because they're packed with complex carbohydrates that provide a slow and steady release of energy. That's key in the morning, when your body needs fuel not only to move, but to protect itself from muscle breakdown. Unlike sugary cereals or white bread, sweet potatoes don't spike your blood sugar and crash it later. They help stabilize it, which means fewer energy dips and better support for your muscles throughout the day. But sweet potatoes also offer something extra: potassium and magnesium. Two minerals your muscles rely on to contract, relax, and recover. Low levels of either can lead to cramping, weakness, and slower recovery after even mild activity. They're also rich in beta-carotene, which supports inflammation control, an often overlooked factor in leg stiffness and soreness after 60. So whether roasted, mashed, or sliced and baked the night before, adding sweet potatoes to your breakfast a few times a week can make a real difference in how your legs feel and function, not just today, but years down the line. And once your body has both protein and clean energy, it needs something else: building blocks. Nutrients that actually help rebuild what time has worn down. Number 2, lentils, the small legume that builds big strength. They may be tiny, but don't let their size fool you. Lentils are one of the most powerful plant-based foods you can add to your plate, especially if you're over 60 and trying to stay strong, steady, and independent. Each cooked cup delivers a generous helping of protein, about 18 grams. But it's not just about quantity. It's what's inside that counts. Lentils are naturally high in leucine, one of the few amino acids that can actually trigger muscle building in aging bodies. As we grow older, our muscles become less responsive to protein, and it takes more effort to keep them from breaking down. Leucine helps reignite that process, gently urging your body to repair, rebuild, and hold on to the muscle it still has. But the benefits don't stop there. Lentils are full of iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles. That gives you more energy for everyday things, like walking around the house, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs without getting too tired. When your muscles get more oxygen, they don't just work better, they last longer. There's also magnesium and folate, two quiet nutrients that work behind the scenes to support muscle coordination and nerve function. These are the kinds of details that make the difference between feeling steady on your feet or wondering if you should hold on to the wall just in case. What makes lentils even more special is how gentle they are on your system. They're low in fat, easy to digest, and heart-healthy. A rare mix that makes them perfect for seniors who are looking for strength without added strain. And they're endlessly flexible. You can stir them into a warm breakfast bowl with turmeric and olive oil, add them to savory oatmeal, or reheat a small portion of lentil soup in the morning. A comforting, nourishing way to begin the day. For anyone cutting back on meat or just looking for balance, lentils are a quiet powerhouse. They don't come in flashy packaging or promise overnight results, but with every bite, they help your muscles hold on a little longer. And that might be the most powerful promise of all. As we get closer to the top of the list, the focus moves from basic muscle support to real repair and rebuilding. And when it comes to restoring muscle strength, especially in aging legs, few foods are as effective as this one. Number 1, salmon, the natural way to rebuild muscle. After 60, salmon is often praised for heart health, but its true power runs deeper, especially when it comes to holding on to strength after 60. For aging muscles, it offers a rare combination of benefits that go far beyond the usual nutrition labels. It starts with high-quality protein. Every bite of salmon delivers a full spectrum of amino acids that the body uses to repair and rebuild muscle fibers. And as we age, the process of rebuilding becomes slower, less efficient. Salmon gives the body exactly what it needs to make that repair process possible again. Gently, consistently, without putting strain on digestion or requiring heavy portions. But what makes salmon truly stand out are the omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats don't just support the heart, they reduce the low-grade inflammation that naturally increases with age and silently eats away at muscle function over time. That inflammation is part of why so many older adults feel sore longer after activity, or why strength seems to fade even with light movement. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that when omega-3s were added to a strength training program for older adults, participants gained more muscle than those who consume protein alone. A powerful reminder that nutrition isn't just about what you eat, but how your body uses it. Then there's vitamin D. It's a quiet player but a critical one. Deficiency in vitamin D has been strongly linked to muscle weakness, slower reaction times, and higher fall risk, especially in adults over 65. And while supplements are common, salmon offers a natural and effective way to raise vitamin D levels through real food. That matters not just for bone health, but for the fine muscle coordination that helps with climbing stairs, stepping off curbs, or even getting up from a chair. The beauty of salmon is that it fits into any routine, whether grilled for dinner, tossed into a salad, or eaten straight from a can with a squeeze of lemon. It's an easy, accessible habit. You don't need it daily. Just a few servings a week can help protect the strength in your legs and support the balance that allows you to move through life confidently. And that's really the point. At this stage in life, every choice matters a little more. Salmon isn't trendy, it isn't loud, but it works. And in a world full of quick fixes and empty promises, that quiet reliability can mean everything. We've gone through 5 of the most powerful breakfast foods for muscle strength. But before we wrap up, I want to share one more. A bonus item that's not a complete protein, but plays a crucial supporting role in maintaining muscle and bone health. It's not part of the core protein list, but it's been quietly recommended by researchers for years. I'm talking about prunes. They might seem small and forgettable, but their impact is anything but. Prunes are packed with antioxidants, potassium, vitamin K, and a lesser-known mineral called boron, all of which support muscle repair, reduce inflammation, and help preserve bone density. And here's where it gets interesting. A study from Penn State University found that eating just 5 to 6 prunes per day consistently for 6 months helped prevent muscle loss and improve physical function in older adults. Why? Because prunes help reduce oxidative stress, which is a hidden factor behind both muscle degradation and weaker bones after 60. They also improve circulation, aid digestion, and support your joints in ways most people don't realize. You can mix them into your oatmeal, pair them with Greek yogurt, or simply eat them as a small mid-morning snack. It's simple, it's natural, and for many older adults, it works. So if you're serious about keeping your legs strong and your body independent, don't overlook this humble fruit. It may not look like much, but it's a reminder that small, consistent choices can create real change. You don't need extreme diets or intense workouts to protect your legs as you age. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as what you eat in the morning. Each of the foods we cover today plays a quiet, powerful role in supporting your strength, your balance, and your independence, one bite at a time. And while no single meal is a magic fix, small, consistent choices add up over time. They rebuild what's fading. They restore what's still within reach. So whether you're just starting to feel the difference in your legs or already working to stay strong, breakfast is one of the best places to begin. Not someday, not next week, tomorrow morning. Let me know in the comments. If you had to choose just one food from this list to start your morning tomorrow, which one would it be? And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and tapping the bell so you never miss the simple choices that can make a big difference for your health after 60. Until then, take care of yourself. Wishing you strength, balance, and good mornings, one bite at a time.